stop everything you're doing right now. Gorgeous. Because in the next 7 seconds I'm about to hand you the single most lethal, most profitable, most life-changing visual formula that exists for a woman under 35. The exact way to look so expensive, so untouchable, so quietly dripping in inherited money that millionaires, billionaires, and old money heirs reach for their black cards and start paying for your entire existence before they've even asked for your full name, before they've bought you a single drink, before they've even dared to sit at your table. I discovered it completely by accident the night I walked into a rooftop lounge in Dubai wearing nothing but a vintage silk Hermes scarf tied low on my hips like a sarong, quiet crimson nails, bare feet in simple gold sandals, and the kind of unbothered stillness that costs more than any Birkin on earth. And watched 3 separate billionaires send bottles of 1996 Dom Perignon to my table within 10 minutes. None of them knowing who I was. None of them having spoken a word to me. All of them simply looking at me and deciding on the spot that whatever I wanted that night was on them. I've used this exact expensive aura system on Wall Street titans who close 9-figure deals before breakfast. On European royalty who were raised never to pay for anyone. On crypto whales who buy islands for fun. On Grammy-winning artists who have women delivered like room service. On old money heirs in London who can smell new money from across the room. And every single time, the result is identical. Within minutes, they are offering to cover the table. Within hours, they are sending drivers in case you need to go anywhere. Within days, they are wiring 5-figure just because deposits with memos that say for whatever makes you smile. Within weeks, they are begging to be the one who finances your entire glow up because looking at you feels like the best investment they've ever made. Tonight, I'm giving you the complete visual blueprint. Every single detail, every texture, every micro choice, every silent signal that makes men see dollar signs and devotion at the same time. The exact formula that turns strangers into sponsors, turns first glances into lifelong providers, turns a simple walk across a room into a 6-figure silent auction where the bidding starts before you've even opened your mouth. Him talking about the look that makes him terrified another man will outspend him before he gets the chance. Makes him cancel board meetings just to watch you sip 1 espresso. Makes him ask, "Do you need anything?" in a voice that already knows the answer is yes, and his only job is to make it happen. I've watched this aura turn stingy millionaires into compulsive givers. Watched men who never pay for women suddenly develop a shopping addiction that only triggers when my name is involved. Watched players who ghosted every girl before me start apologizing in advance if they can't spoil me hard enough that week. If you've ever walked into a room and felt invisible while basic girls in fast fashion got bottles sent over. If you've ever watched him drop thousands on himself while you're still splitting the check. If you've ever wondered why some women glow like they were born on a yacht while you still feel like you're pretending. If you've ever cried in an Uber because you paid for your own birthday dinner. Stay glued to this screen. Because tonight you stop trying to look cute and start looking so expensive that men pay before they even date you. Before they even know if you're single. Before they even know if you'll ever speak to them. Hit that subscribe button and turn on every single notification right now. Because queens don't miss the masterclasses that turn strangers into open wallets. The secret has never been the price tag. Never the logo. Never the diamond size. It is the silent, expensive language written across every single inch of you. A language so fluent in old money that men hear it louder than any conversation. You walk in wearing quiet cashmere that drapes like liquid wealth. Nails in one perfect shade of deep crimson or soft ballet slipper nude that cost more than most people's car payment. Hair so glossy, it looks wet from a private yacht swim. Skin so luminous, it looks permanently filtered in real life. Lips hydrated to the point they look injected but errant. Posture so regal, you could balance a crown without trying. And the kind of stillness that screams, I have never waited for anything or anyone in my entire life. I wore a simple black silk slip dress to a private gala in Paris once. No visible logo. No jewelry except tiny gold hoops and a vintage Cartier tank watch that belonged to my grandmother. And a Saudi prince sent his assistant over with a black Amex, and the words "whatever she wants tonight is on me." No limit. I wore soft cream wide leg trousers and a matching cashmere blazer to brunch in Beverly Hills. Hair in a low sleek knot. Lips completely bare. And a tech founder paid the entire table's bill plus sent his driver to take me shopping afterward, because you look like the kind of woman who only wears things once. I wore a plain white men's button-down. Sleeves rolled. Collar popped. Tucked into high-waist trousers in Monaco. And a hedge fund king booked the entire hotel spa for me the next morning, so you never have to share space with anyone else. The formula is ruthless and flawless. Perfect posture that says I own every room I enter. Minimal makeup that looks like you were born genetically perfect. One signature scent that costs more per ounce than gold. Shoes that whisper instead of scream. Bags that are either vintage Hermes or so exclusive nobody recognizes the brand. Jewelry that looks inherited rather than bought. Hair that moves like it's been conditioned with diamonds. Nails shaped like perfect almonds in one timeless color. Skin that glows like you drink liquid gold every morning. And the slowest walk on planet Earth, because expensive women are never in a hurry. You never chase trends. Never wear loud logos. Never over-accessorize. Never smile too fast. Never fidget. Never look around to see who's watching. You become a walking safe investment. The kind of woman men look at and immediately calculate how much it would cost to keep you this flawless. And then decide whatever the number is. It's worth it. One of my private queens used this exact system on a first coffee date. Showed up in soft beige cashmere sweater. High-waist cream trousers. Quiet gold jewelry. Hair in a low chignon. Spoke slowly. Smiled rarely. And the man paid her rent for 6 months before dessert arrived, because you look like the kind of woman who should never worry about money again. Another wore simple black trousers and a silk camisole to a gallery opening. Hair blown out. Lips nude. And an art collector bought her the painting she glanced at for 3 seconds. Had it delivered to her apartment the next day with a note that said it reminded me of you. Another walked into a Miami rooftop in a white linen set. Barefoot in gold sandals. Nails crimson. And a crypto whale sent over a bottle of Ace of Spades and asked the waiter to tell her the sky is the limit tonight. The power is in the details nobody can copy. The way your cashmere sleeve falls exactly 1 inch past your wrist, revealing the watch face. The way your hair smells like a private island when you turn your head. The way your skin catches light like you're permanently standing under a ring light. The way you hold your phone with 2 fingers like it's a burden. The way you never check the price of anything because you already know someone else will pay. You become the visual definition of quiet luxury that makes men panic they might miss their chance to finance it. Drop your favorite expensive detail in the comments right now so every sister watching knows exactly what to upgrade tomorrow. And when the money starts flowing before they've even held your hand. When black cards start sliding across tables like it's the most natural thing in the world. When men you've smiled at once are wiring 5-figure just-in-case deposits. When strangers are sending drivers to your door and booking tables in your name and asking, do you need anything? Anything at all. Like it's their full-time job and greatest honor. That is exactly when you lock it in forever and turn first glances into lifelong sponsorship. You reward them, but only with the rarest currency on earth. Your time, your smile, your attention, given sparingly, like you're doing them the greatest favor of their entire existence. You let them see you wearing the cashmere they paid for. Send one perfectly lit mirror selfie in the silk robe they bought. Caption nothing, then disappear for 24 to 48 hours so they remember how expensive your absence feels. How silence from a woman who looks this expensive costs more than any shopping spree. I did this in Monaco after a prince paid for an entire weekend I never agreed to. I posted one photo in the hotel robe on the balcony. Hair wet, skin glowing, then went completely dark while I sailed to Capri with my girls. 40 hours later, he sent another 5 figures with the note, please let me keep taking care of you. Another queen used the rhythm on a tech founder who covered her entire Paris wardrobe before date 1. She sent one voice note saying you have impeccable taste in the softest voice. then vanished for 2 days. He paid her rent for a year the second she resurfaced. The pendulum is everything. Drown them in the softest thank you. Let them feel like gods for 2 minutes. Then remind them how cold the world feels when your glow isn't there. You become their favorite addiction and their only withdrawal symptom. From this moment forward, you never apologize for your taste. Never downplay how much you want the new season. Never pretend you're okay with fast fashion when you were born for archival Elia. You never say it's too much when they offer the G-Wagon. You simply smile, touch their cheek, and say you always take such good care of me, and watch them upgrade it to the matte black one just to hear it again. You never touch a check. Never look at a price tag. Never offer to split anything ever again. You walk into every room knowing you look like the kind of woman men bankrupt themselves trying to impress. The kind of woman other women study in secret. The kind of woman whose presence alone raises the net worth of any room she enters. You become the reason they work harder, close bigger deals, move money around like chess pieces, all so they can keep that glow on your skin and that quiet smile on your face. You become the living proof that when a woman finally looks expensive enough, the world rearranges itself to finance her. Leave "I needed this queen" in the comments if you're ready to step out tomorrow looking so expensive that strangers reach for their wallets before they even know your name. Turn on every single notification because the next masterclass is even richer. And I'll see you at the very top, where the bags are custom, the tables are always paid, the drivers wait downstairs, and the women who look this expensive never touch a credit card again in their lives. You were never meant to pay. Darling, you were never meant to hustle for rent, to split bills, to pretend you're low maintenance when everything about you screams inherited wealth. You were meant to be paid for, spoiled rotten, taken care of so completely that the word budget forgets your address. Now go glow so bright they can't afford to look away. Go walk so slow they have time to transfer before you reach the door. Go look so expensive that paying for you becomes the greatest privilege of their entire existence. I'll be waiting at the top, sipping something vintage, wearing something custom, smiling because another black card just landed in my clutch. And every queen who watched this video is right there with me.